Hey guys, hope you're doing good. So in this video, I want to share exactly what we're doing to be able to sign a client every single week for our agency. And honestly, every single week is a bit slow, but what we have over here is a system that's extremely predictable. It's extremely systemized to the point where we know what it takes to get more bookings in. We know exactly what it takes to get these bookings closed into clients. And also, at this point, we do this for ourselves, but also we do this for our clients. Our clients are marketing agencies. We help them to book more meetings, help them to sign more clients. We do it all on a done-for-you basis. So all the systems that we use, we share for our clients as well. So what I'm going to do in this video is share exactly what we tell them to do in terms of using these systems so that you can take it away yourself if you run an agency, if you run a service-based business, if you run a consulting company, whatever it might be. If you use these systems, you'll be able to get to the point where our clients are at, where they're signing clients every single day, every single week, and also where we're at, where we're signing clients extremely consistently as well. So again, you don't have to pay for anything. It's all completely free. I'll share it all in this video. And at the end of this video as well, I'll share our systems as well for just the high level view of our sales training that we give to our clients too, just so you have even more insight as to the process. So the first thing I want to go over is, in order to make sales, we need bookings. So this is the biggest problem that we help our clients to solve right now. So the first thing that we do for our clients when they come on, and again, they're all marketing agencies, and usually these agencies, they have a service, right? They have a service in place already. They may have case studies too. They may have a team in place already. The main limitation to them scaling, usually they want to add an extra 50, 100,000 per month. That's honestly very doable. But their main goal is to add this revenue amount. But the main limitation, the main thing stopping them from making this jump is signing more clients. And usually the main thing stopping them from signing more clients is speaking to enough qualified prospects every single day. The people that have high buying intent, the people that need what they're offering, the people that are in their industry, decision makers of these people. What they need to do is speak to these people every day. And if they can do that with a great sales process, they consistently sign clients. It's pretty simple. And this is what we do for everyone on board right now. So as you can see over here, this is our notifications channel for bookings. We started this this week. And honestly, it is Thanksgiving week, so things are usually like 50% slower than usual, 60% slower than usual. But, right, what I just wanted to share was the extent to which we can get if you run these sorts of systems, right? I'm not saying you need to work with us, but I'm saying this is what's possible if you did. So, as you can see, this is on Wednesday. Again, Thanksgiving week is very quiet. And as you can see, every notification is just another booking coming in. So, over here, booking, over here, booking, over here, booking. And as you can see with the times, it's like 4:48, 5:50, or 5:39. 2 minutes later, another one. 20 minutes later, another one. 1 minute later, another one. 7 minutes later. Like, the key point is that it's extremely consistent. It's extremely predictable. And you can just see them come in over and over and over, to the point where I mute this channel because there's too many notifications that come in. But this is the first component as to what we do when we help new clients that come on. We solve the booking problem. Because if you solve the booking problem, then everything else will just become so much easier. Because the thing is, you can have the best sales process in the world, but if you don't have bookings coming in, you're not going to make a sale. So what we need to do is solve the first constraint. The thing is, if you want to grow an agency, you need to identify what is the constraint, right? What is the constraint to the business? And usually agencies look like this, right? Agencies look like this. If you look at this as like a pipeline, usually this component here, this is their service delivery. They can handle a lot of volume. They can handle a lot more clients. And even if they got more clients, they can hire more people to expand this. But the main limitation that they have over here is the bookings, is the acquisition. So because their front end is so small over here, because their front end is so small, don't take that the wrong way, but they can't get more, they can't scale because the limitation is the acquisition, not the actual delivery. So once we can solve the acquisition problem and expand the throughput of their company, then they're able to scale rapidly. And this is how we're able to help our clients add an extra 50 to 100K to 150, simply. So the first thing that we need to do is get the bookings in. We do this. Okay, fantastic. Then another thing over here is we solve the sales system. So over here, I got a notification from Justin. This is one of our clients. He mentioned he had a great call with the prospect using a new model, right? The thing is, he came in and he didn't have a sales process before. He was pretty much just getting onto calls and talking to prospects, which is fine. It's just not ideal for signing clients. So he said that he started using the new model, and he wanted to make sure before the call was over to applaud our sales process. He got on a call with a prospect And the prospect was applauding his sales process, the one that we helped him to give or help him to implement. So he's just passing the feedback to us. And the thing is, like, a lot of agencies I speak to, they may be more against selling because they think it's going to be, salesy, like car salesmen, or they have very bad preconceived beliefs about sales. And our process here that I'm going to share in a minute is extremely easy. It's extremely laid back, extremely calm, and there's no like super high sales tactics, high pressure, all that stuff. And you're never coming across as salesy, to the point where you're literally getting complimented on sales. People are enjoying the process of being in your sales process. Like, imagine that. People enjoy you selling your service to them. Because the way that we do it, it's so laid back, it's not even like it's selling. And that's where we want to be, because I see a lot of people, they get onto calls and they just start like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, and that's completely the wrong approach. So, like I mentioned, some more bookings coming in, is that we solve the booking problem, okay? And we do that all done for you. And then, when you do have sales calls, we want to give you the processes that you need to actually sell, because now that you've solved the first problem, your next problem is going to be selling, just getting these people predictably closed. And again, over here, like you'll see in the video coming up now, I'm going to walk you through all of this, but we solve the sales problem. And by doing that, that's the last link to actually signing the clients. So that's it, right? The main focus is that you need to systemize the booking component first, and then you need to systemize the sales system, and the sales system is going to be coming up in a minute. So that's all for this one. I'll talk to you very soon. Hey guys, hope you're doing great. In this video, I just wanted to go over the AGP sales system and just give you a quick high-level overview of every single component that we'll be covering in these modules moving forward. So over here, as you can see, it starts with the booking. Now, the bookings we take care of, that's a big reason why you probably signed up. So we take care of the bookings. Then the next step is pre-qualification and pre-warming. Now, this happens before the call takes place. And what it is the first part is qualification. Now, this is using targeting. So going after your ideal client based on what you mentioned in the onboarding, going after your ideal client and making sure that we ideally get in contact with only as many of them as possible, right? And we remove anyone else. And then pre-warming using sales assets. Now, pre-warming is the process of building trust, explaining your service at scale so that once they do come onto the call, they are as warm as possible. They understand you, they know you, they like you, they trust you, more than if you just met them on that call. So we'll be leveraging sales assets to do this. Now, sales assets are case studies, potentially a website, potentially any content that you made, case study videos. These are all things that we recommend doing once you come on board. So this is where it comes into play, and this is why it's so valuable, because it just makes every call that you take so much easier. Right, then the next component is the discovery phase. Now, we have spent many tens of thousands plus on sales training and courses, books, all this stuff. And we found that almost all the processes remain very similar. There's a discovery phase, a proposal phase, and then a closing phase. That's, pretty much it, right? So over here, with agencies specifically, right, this is what we found to be the absolute most effective way of doing things, okay? And this applies to lower ticket retainers, so whether that's 1,500 a month, 5,000 a month, higher ticket retainers, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, project-based work, $100,000 projects, $1 million projects, we've seen it all. And we've found that this process to be consistent throughout. Now, the first thing that we need to do is discovery phase, right? So like I mentioned in the previous videos, our goal in sales is to create clarity. Our goal is to create separation between where they are, where they want to be, and then positioning you as the position to helping them cross that bridge or to bridge that gap. So this is them before the call, very scattered, unsure about things, not really knowing what to do, what you do. Then they see your message, they see your offer, and then they think, this can be beneficial to me. They get onto the call, you go through the discovery, go through the line of questioning, and you create a very clear picture in their mind. So you define where do they want to be, where are they currently. Okay, now there's a gap. And now we position you as the bridge to crossing that gap. So in the discovery, we're creating this clarity. Okay, and we can do this by using the line of questioning, and you'll obviously see more about that very soon. But we'll use a specific set of questions, right, based on your ideal client to determine the things that we need to know to create this separation, to create this clarity, and to determine whether you can actually help them or not, right? So that's what we're going to be doing on the discovery phase. Then the proposal phase, right? Now, one thing I do want to mention is that by all means, both of these can be done on one call, right? We currently close all of our clients right now on one call. If you signed up after some follow-ups, these are the exceptions, but most of the clients we sign up right now are on or are signed from one call. Sometimes I meet them for the first time on that call, and we're charging around, I think at this point, like $4,000 per month. In the future, it'll be a lot more, but it's all done on one call. So by all means, once we start working on the sales process, this is definitely something we can implement if you're not doing it already. But regardless, the key point is that there is a discovery phase and a proposal phase. This can be done on one call, but if not, it's perfectly fine. And we'll talk about exactly how to implement the 2-call process, 3-call process, 1-call process in future videos. But the key point is that there's a discovery and a proposal, right? We always want to start by figuring out the key things we need to know, creating the clarity, and then only creating a pitch. Because the thing is, if we start pitching without a problem being apparent, they're never going to sign up, because what are you solving? What are you helping them to do? You're just talking about services, and they don't want services, they want outcomes. So discovery, moving into proposal, and then the closing and objection handling phase. Now, this very simply involves just asking for the sale. If they say no, handle the objections. If they say yes, sign them up and onboard them. That's pretty much it. And we have tons of systems for objection handling, for closing as well. So we'll be going over that soon, but this is just an overview video, right? Then, assuming they sign up, you just onboard them. They say yes, perfectly fine. If they say no, they need to talk to a decision maker, their partner. They need to think about it. They need to put down a deposit, all these things. We have follow-up systems in place to make sure we never lose the lead. And then, ideally from the follow-ups, we get them signed up. Pretty straightforward. And then worst case scenario, they don't sign up immediately. Maybe they're getting more budget next year. They need to, talk to their board, something like that. We keep following up, but if not, we add them to a nurturing sequence, which we take care of, and then we get them back onto a call, and ideally get them straight back into the proposal phase, and then go from there. Right? So that's an overview of the system. I will talk to you in the next video.